After hearing the tale of the golden elixir's wisdom, Callias found himself deeply intrigued by the underlying principles of pricing and consumer behavior. As he wandered through the agora, he noticed how merchants adjusted their prices to attract buyers, sparking questions in his mind about the forces driving these choices. Resolving to understand the nature of demand, he returned to his master, Ethikos, for guidance.
Master, I've been pondering the tale you mentioned days ago. You told me how the price signaled value, but what of the people in the agora? If Alexios had lowered the price, would more of them have bought his sacred oil? How does one truly understand this relationship between price and demand?
You ask a wise question, Callias. After setting the price of tares of Athena, Alexios himself wrestled with the same thoughts. Let me tell you another tale, the oracle of demand, the wisdom Hephaestus provided to Alexios in his dream. Hephaestus appeared in the dream of Alexios and spoke.
Young merchant, for almost all products in the agora, there is an inverse relationship between price and demand. As price decreases, demand increases. As price increases, demand decreases. The nature of demand lies in understanding the people of the agora.
So, Hephaestus guided Alexios to study the people in the agora. But how did Alexios apply this wisdom?
Alexios, to determine the price of his product, started testing how the people responded with the price change and recorded these findings on their willingness to pay. With the recorded findings, Alexios found something strange. Some days, small adjustments in the price of the tares of Athena caused wild shifts in demand, while on others, even drastic changes barely moved the amphorae from his stall. Perplexed, Alexios found himself asking once more, why do the people's desires change so unevenly? How can I predict the tides of demand? That night, Alexios dreamt again of Hephaestus.
Alexios, you have learned the wisdom of the demand curve. But to master the art of trade, you must understand its elasticity, the soul of the curve itself.
Hephaestus snapped his fingers, and the agora appeared before them, shimmering in the mists of the dreamscape. He showed Alexios 3 different shops and gave this wisdom.
Watch in this first shop where a merchant is selling honey. When the price of honey drops, the market flocks to her stall. But when the price rises, her customers vanish. This is elastic demand, where small changes in price cause large changes in quantity demanded. Luxury goods and non-essential items often behave this way. Now observe this farmer selling bread. The price of bread rises, yet the people still buy it, for bread is their sustenance. Even if the price falls, demand hardly grows, for they need no more than they can eat. This is inelastic demand, where price changes barely affect the quantity demanded. Necessities often follow this pattern. Finally, observe this potter selling jars. Here, the price and demand move in perfect balance. If the price drops by half, the potter sells twice as many jars. If the price doubles, the sales fall to half. This is unitary elasticity, where changes in price lead to proportionate changes in demand, keeping total revenue stable.
Alexios realized that his oil was a luxury for most, so its demand was elastic. He lowered the price slightly, and more of the people purchased it, families who longed for its divine essence but could never afford it before. Yet, Alexios knew he could not compromise its sacred value. He created 3 offerings. A standard jar for the everyday visitor, a premium jar for those seeking a finer experience, and a collector's edition for the elite.
So, Master, the secret lies not just in the price itself, but in knowing how the people will react to it.
Exactly. Pricing is both an art and a science. Let Hephaestus' wisdom remind you, every price tells a story, and every decision shapes the market's song.
Callias left Mount Olympus with a deeper understanding of demand and pricing. As he returned to Athens, he resolved to observe the people, to understand their desires, and to shape his decisions with wisdom, just as Alexios had done before him. And so, the dance of price and demand continues, a timeless lesson for all merchants of the Agora.